I'm going to show you how to do dubbing. For example, the mushroom character I have right now does dubbing. I'm going to show you how to do something similar to that. Ha, ha, cha. I'm going to show you how to do that for the character I have right here, for example. And also, I'm going to show you how to do blinking and for facial expressions. I also do commissions if you guys are interested. And if you guys need help with anything, leave a comment down below. I'll help you with your project and any questions you have, or if I make something unclear. I'm going to show you how to do dubbing and facial expressions. Just like the character you see right now. We have hey ha cha. We can get away with just that. VTubing usually has 5, but we can get away with 3, and it's awesome. This is VR chat dubbing or anything you want in general. This is another character from Genshin Impact, and I'm gonna show you what they use. For example, I'm gonna hide the bones, and I'm just gonna go into tab mode, and I'm gonna go into the data, and just look at all the shape keys that are right here. For example, look at them. We're not going to do all these. We're just going to do a few just to save time. For example, here's a dubbing. If you want to copy ones like this, get a character you like, how the dubbing works. Yeah, and it should be good. The different smiles, different facial expressions, just depending on what you want. Well, let's get out of here. Now, let's see. I'm going to hide this. So we have to separate the head from the body. It just makes it a lot easier. But the problem is, if we do that, it makes a weird clipping connection. So I'm going to make a collar real quick, or a choker. It's up to you of what you want to make. You can kind of choose where you want it. I think I want it right here. Shift D, right click, let go. Make sure you have clipping on, and just do S. Do Alt S. Just a tiny bit. Think about right there. Make sure Alt left click right here, hold down Shift, and Alt left click right here. Remember, down left was I'm clicking, and you can just do E, right click, let go, and just S to scale. You go in. You don't have to go in that much, just enough to recognize it. As you can see, it just covers it up, making it just look like it wasn't even there. And of course, if you want to have it smoother, you can just click onto the size and do Control B for bevel. We can click this off so we can actually see it. See that? It gives it depth. Let's see, how much was that? Yeah, that's probably fine for now. Now it has some depth to it. It just depends how you want to do choker. For example, you can make a bell at the end, but we can be here until the cows come home. So I think it's fine how it is. All right, make sure you have this selected. Go into tab. Let's see. I'm gonna separate the head. So just circle just the head. Do C and just circle all this. I'm sorry. Just do all this. I'm doing C. You can move the mouse wheel up and down. All right. We don't want to grab the collar, but we want to go inside of it. C and Alt Shift, then click on near the edge. And yeah, see how it's within it. I'm gonna do P. Selection that separates the whole object. So now this is a whole new object. And when you are doing the data for shape keys, you can't have modifiers. For example, if I were to click this and go up to here and try to apply it, see apply, this warning comes up. All right, it's having a fit. So I'm just going to have to exit it. Then I'm going to go up to here and just apply everything, except for the armature. That doesn't have to be applied. Apply, then go to data, then apply. Okay, we click 2. We don't want to touch your base. And this one, we can start with I guess. It's going to be this one right here, as you can see. Right here, and we just go follow these 3 though. It just makes it a lot easier. For example, I'm just going to do M, just hide it with my other one right here. All right, so just a mouth open. That's really what it is. All right, so do slash on numpad. It'd be really time consuming depending on what you want. All right, I'm going to show you how to move the rest of the jaw. You don't have to do the whole jaw, but I want to show you just in case of you guys that want to do it. Let's see. So you want to do Alt left click right here and do it about right there. Let's see. I'm going to do H and just do L. Let's see, LL. And you can just do Z into wireframe and just do C and middle mouse button to just get rid of, just depend on how you want to do, and you know, Alt H, do C again. It just depending on how high you want to go. Let's see, that is the lower half. So I'm gonna do it on its origin point. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm gonna click right here, cursor, click on the cursor and click right here. And as you can see, since this is selected, remember, make sure you do, you can go up to here, for example, and just do the X view, or you can just do 3 in a numpad. Make sure 100% from this view. So when you rotate it, it does like this. All right. For example, it just depends on where you want to put it. Let's see. Usually when the mouth opens, it kind of just goes more like that-ish. So just find an area that you like. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'll probably do it about, oops, sorry, right here-ish. All right, don't worry about it like caching through and looking ugly as heck. You're gonna fix that right now and just go back to that one. Shift C. Oh, it brings it back right there. All right. Now make sure you have this selected. All right, this saves a lot of time, as you can see. Oh yeah. And then go back to here. See, this doesn't mirror. I forgot to do this. All right, now since this is a mirror, I'm gonna go into scope mode, and make sure scope mode also has a mirror. All right, there's several ways to do this. Let's see. You see how you have it right here? Put this all the way up. That's how much we affected. I'm gonna go to brush. For example, go out here. Affect only vertices occurring. You can click that. Front faces only. And yeah, just start smooth. Nope, not right now. I have a little bird on my mic right now. No. Let me put him up. Come on. He wants a head scratch. Always 24/7 head scratch. You know what I mean if you have a parrot. Oh, now he's on my head. Okay. So just make sure, let's see, I'm going to put this down to a 3 and just tap it in. See that? And that just makes it smooth. Smooths it out. See, I'm going to smooth it along here. As you can see how it smooths it out. Hey, oops. Don't click that. I want smooth back on. Put 2. And let's do the inside. Because as you can see, it's a little bit jagged. Put it back to 3. Remember, holding control just to do exact stumps if you want to. All right. Then go back and forth. How you want it to be. Sometimes the cheeks will puff out more. So I'm going to click on grab and do the same thing. I only want the, let's see, only that one affected, only that one. I don't want it to do the inner. See that? How it doesn't do the teeth. That's why I do it. All right, shrink it down. Just depends on how you want to do it. Sometimes it does shrink. It just depends. Just depends on what you want. All right, for example, let's go like that. It just depends on what you want. We can do the grab again. Just be careful of how you grab it, like that, within it. Usually I can go back and forth. Let me go to edit mode. For example, I'm going to click right here. Make sure you select this right here. Make sure it's donut. And you can just grab right here. Kind of just push it in. It just really depends on what you want. Doesn't have to be perfect either. For example, you can, let's see, draw it in. And just depends how you want smile. Let's see. For example, I think I kind of want something like that in there. Like a cat shape. Depends on what you want. Then go back into sculpt. Then go to smooth. And I think it should still be on. And yeah, and just kind of smooth it out. Just depends on how you want it to be shaped. Just depends. And bring back this. See, and see, I want to go more in. It just really depends on the shape you want. Let's see. Go up and down. See how much you want it to affect. It just really depends on how you want it to go up and down. Remember, we're also going to do the the other ones. Let's see. And look from side view. That's good enough for me. Okay, so as far as the tongue goes, it's up to you of how you want the tongue to open. So for example, I can make it go so it goes more flat, depending on what you want, more up. Do it at an angle if you want to. It's just really up to you. I'll probably do it at an angle. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it kind of looks kind of weird. Even make it go bigger if you want to. Probably just kind of leave it a little bigger, I guess. And here's my bird. Yeah, he wants more attention. All right, and make sure in object mode and just do So we can use the same mouth again if you want to. It just saves so much time. Make sure you just do /numpad to bring everything back. And as you can see, it just saves a lot of time. So you can duplicate it again. You can click right here. Okay, make sure this is at 100. Click right here. New shape from mix, and it does a new one. Just do X right here to get rid of everything. So now we have this data, and for example, it can go down to see max, and you could even make it go further if you want. So I think I want it for a little further, and after that, do a new for mix, and I'm just going to delete the other one I made before. All right, so that one's even a little further. It just depends on how you want it to be done. All right, so I'm going to name this one that. There's so many ways you can do it. Okay. All right, and in order to do that, I have to do a circle shape. So let me go in. See, not F. And just start doing like a circular shape. It can be kind of hard, but it goes like way in, way deeper. So I'm gonna go back into scope mode. On numpad, let's see. Just gonna smooth it out. It needs to be smooth. Gosh. All right. And just kind of smooth it out. See how it's sharp edge? I do not want that sharp edge. So that, make sure you do the grab tool again. Just depends on what you want. And I just kind of want to make an O-ish shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. It really depends on what you need, all right? That's the most important thing. For example, look, looking more O-ish already. But I still want it to have a certain shape to it. Just depends on what you want. All right, I'm going to do smooth again. And just smooth it out. See that? Let's see, just smooth it. All right. And just smooth that over here. I want it to be slightly different of what it was before. I'm going to just slash on numpad. All right. You can even make the cheeks puffy if you want. It just really depends on how you want it to be like. For example, it can puff up a little bit just for that one. It just really depends on what you want and what looks good to you. For example, that will go more downish. But it would be a mixture, so it would be like that. See how the upper is affected? We do not want that. So let's go back. How did the upper get affected? Nah. So if you start affecting the top, there's a way to get rid of that. All right. Go back into edit mode. See, select your face. Select about half your mesh. I'm just gonna select this half. And all right. So I'm gonna go to I think it's in faces. Vortex, blend from shape. Make sure you go to Daha. See. Make sure you have these selected, then go back into there. Make sure you have that selected. See, just depends. You can go back to here and I'm gonna put this into a 0. Alright, then see. Base match, see how it natural, but here it still goes out. You just do it again. You could do it until, so you have to do like a negative, actually, -1. Then you see how it's 100% nothing? Yeah, fixes it. But now we could go back into scoped, make sure it's really small, and do a smooth. And just fix it, but just barely. I don't want it to go that high at all. See how it starts to affect that? All right. Here's a problem. Sometimes for no apparent reason, it will just go out. All right. I know it's not fun. This is how the program works. And yeah, I know this is a pain in the neck. Push it back a little bit. So yeah, it doesn't really affect it. And go back to smooth. It's not smooth in the way I want to smooth. You know what? It's up to you how you want it to look like. You could be here until the cows come home. Alright, make sure you go out of here and do slash on numpad. Usually a lot of back and forth. Alright, so now we have this one. We do plus. This would be a unique one. And I'm just going to name it, the last name. Alright. Now we're going to go back into edit mode. And select this, make sure you have the mirror on. Kind of select the middle, and you can just do G, for example. Just lower it down. Just depends on how you want to do it. For example, we can just do that. And depends. Remember, this is going to be a mixture. So for example, if you do that, and you go into scope mode, for example, you activate multiple of them, it'd be like a mixture of that one with that one with that one, because sometimes it does a whole mixture. It just depends on what you want. This one, you could be the cows come home. So I'll probably just leave it like that. And it doesn't really matter to me too much. Sometimes when you smile, you may move a little bit when you cheeks and whatnot. So go to here, click right here, Alt S. Just depends on what you want. I'm gonna do a little bit of movement, not too much though. Oh, that's good enough for me. After I get out of there. All right, now we did all these ones. All right, next is blink. So just double that. Let's see, blink. I'm gonna make this go a little lower. See, we're gonna do one side first. So click on this and hold down Shift, and just do the slash right here. Make sure you're on big letters and just do L. We could do the left side. All right, we just click right here. We have to turn off this mirror, so it'll only affect this half. All right, this can actually be quite tricky. And I'm just gonna be honest, it's actually very difficult. I'm excited to select on whole object, just right click and just shade smooth. All right, let me get my bird, put him on the monitor again. There you go. All right, you can click your whole object, do Control N, reset vectors, and just make it smooth. It just fixes all the smooth stuff. I know I'm all over the place of what I fix at what time. There's my bird again. All right. Depending on what it is, that's what it's going to bend, as you can see. So I'm going to bend that. So many ways to do it. For example, I will click that on a numpad and click nearest one. Let's see, let me do these, for example, how close they are. Okay, come on. All right, and just kind of, this depends on how you want to do it. You can also just click right here and do that. You can meet them halfway or all the way down. A lot of times do all the way down. Let's do L. Oh, dang it. This makes it really difficult how you want to do this. Let me go back to that. All right, for example, just kind of go halfway, kind of bring everything down. And see, I'm just going to do this for now. Just kind of close this down. And we still want to have that smooth look even when it's down. So I'm kind of going to give it this whoosh look. As you can see, probably like a look like that. See how it kind of goes in. Just kind of whoosh in. See how it matches in and just kind of mush it in. I want to go within itself. And it so has really clean blink. All right, now it's time for this part. See how it goes like that. And just kind of just bring everything in. See that? Brings it in. All right. And bring it in. And, you know, this can also go in some more. And make sure it all goes in, as you can see. All right, click right here. Make sure it goes smaller. This can go up a little bit, but I also want this to go down, as you can see. And all right, and just depend on how you want to look when it blinks, because that's what it's going to blink. You can like even rotate this if you want to. Ooh, that looks better. I think I'll keep it that way. For example, you see that? For example, I'm going to hide the I, L, H. All right, and you can click right here, click on donut and turn it off. All right, here's the problem is it affects everything around it. All right, that's the only problem with it. So I'm just going to see that nice look. See, it's nice. And for example, yeah, just depends on what you want. All right, make sure you select that off. Control H, now it's back. All right, and yeah, now we just go back into object mode. Now you can see what it looks like. See, the character will blink like that. Just depends how you want it. Sometimes it's really fast, so it doesn't matter. But for example, I kind of want it to kind of hang, as in like the whole muscles kind of around it move. Adds character to it. It's not too much movement. See, it's a little too much. All right, then go out of there. Now see. All right, up here is stretching. It just depends on how much you want to stretch. Let's see, let's do that for example. I'm going to go back into sculpt mode, and I'm going to do slash on numpad. Nothing's happening. Go back into edit mode and just do slash. Here we go. Then go back into scope mode. All right. So I'm going to go into this one, for example. Make sure you do the same thing. Front faces only, topology. And yeah, it's up to you for how aggressive you want it. So for example, see how it starts to make an eye shape? See that? After I didn't go back to smooth and make sure the same things are on. All right, looks like it is. I can just do a quick one, just to smooth it out a little bit. But it kind of gets that eye shape. It just depends on what you want. All right, and okay. So sometimes it'll go through the eye, so you have to move it out, just depending. This looks pretty good. See how it all bends with it? And when it blinks, it kind of moves all around it, as you can see. Okay, we have this one selected. I'm going to do mirror, let's see, is it this one? No, new from shape. And I'm gonna click right here and do mirror shape key. So now this one's selected, as you can see. So let's see, I'm gonna name this one /R. All right, now we have that. New from mix than this one. This one's just gonna be blink. All right, so I guess see how this one does both of them? That's what you want. And this one does the right side and the left side. All right, it's this character's left, for example. So look at it from the character's point of view of the left moving. Make it L with your hand. Or you could do, I know, some people make fun of that. All right. And yeah. All right, and let's take a little break because facial expressions can be here until the cows come home. All right, just kind of make some room for more. All right, let's take a little break. Now it's time for expressions. For example, you know, my character's changing expressions. Example, here's the, like, if you want actual stuff popping off the character, means you have to add more geometry. So I guess I can show you how to add a few. All right, so I'm going to do new. We probably call this, there's so many words we can call it. Probably do blush first. All right, now if you want to actually add blushing, we could actually have to add more geometry. So I'm just going to do it the lazy way. I'm going to select my mesh, and there's kind of several ways to do it. It's kind of hard to do from this point of view. Usually, like, you select, actually no, it's easier than you think it is. Select an area you want for the texture of blush to be on. Okay, there's multiple ways to do it. You can do that, or you can just add geometry. So I'm going to go to add mesh plane. Then I'm going to go into tab mode. I'm going to click, just shrink it and just kind of put it where it needs to be. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and just kind of put it where it needs to be. It could be a flat texture. I'm not going to do flat texture. I'm going to add some more stuff to it. Let's see. And probably about right there, and just S to scale on that axis. Just depends. All right. Going to add mirror. So it's mirrored. I'm add another one, subdivision surface. So see what's going on, and add do deform and do shrink wrap, and go down here and just select your mesh and just select one. Now you see how it's popping off the character. I'm gonna just shrink it so it's kind of close. I'm gonna add another one. Like this. See that? You can make a blush mark. I will usually do a texture for that though. You do S to scale. I'll probably do about that big. We don't want it too close because characters talk. It's going to wreck it. It's probably a 3 might work. After that, just go to here and just right click. We could go convert. We just convert. You have to convert the first ones first. We just go to convert to mesh. All right. But first things first, just click right here. We don't want this to be seen by default. So you can do Alt S, for example, and just kind of bring it in about, let's click this off. Kind of like about there-ish. See how it's in, it's out of the way. That's good. After that, we can get out of here and we can hold down Shift, left click right here, then Control J. Okay, now it's a part of it. All right. And now, for example, we can do these. Looks like it's not even in the way. We don't want to be in the way. We can click on blushing, click on here. Now we have these still selected. Alt H. I'm sorry, not Alt H. Control S. Just kind of bring it out where you need to be. Probably about right here, a little bit out of it, a little more. Well, let's see. That sounds about good. I'll also go to tab and just shade smooth. And Control N, reset Victors, all that stuff. I always go back and forth. Doesn't have to be perfectly rounded because it's going to be a texture, okay? For example, it's just going to take around just the middle. All right. As could be blushing, but of course we want some more to it. For, let's see, for example, like, do you want the lips? I'll make sure you add mirror. And yeah. Mirror, make sure you select that. So you select the funny looking face like that. So it's like it's blushing in like a really funny way. So you can make the eyes blush if you want to. Click right here, then right here, and just kind of do a, let's see. For example, just kind of select right here-ish, as in like the whole character's blushing, if you want to. Or you can have it more brighter. Do I want that? I think I do. The only problem is if you do that, this is going to happen. So I'm going to go into scope mode. And it's going to do this right, but it's also good at blink. For example, it's good at blink and go in some more. That is the only drawback. So I'm just going to rewind time. Just do Control Z. So like it never happened, as you can see. And yeah, that's about it for me. And I'm going to go into, I'm going to go to scope mode. And let's see X on that. So I'm going to do the blush to max. And I'm going to do some dubbing because this is good how it's good effect. See how the mouth is going to be always different? That's usually how it works. And yeah, doesn't go through it. That's good. It's all up to you how you want it to look like. All right, we did blush. We could do plus. Now we're going to do, let's do sad. All right, we also have the reference art. Don't forget about that. So select right here. And we have these. Let's see. We could do crying. Yeah, let's do crying, I guess. That's sad. Okay, go in edit mode and just have that selected. Just kind of do that, how it's more sad. Just be careful how you do it. Let's see. Sometimes it's better to go into scope mode for this, but make sure you have this selected, but also make sure. Okay, good. All right, just exit X right here, then do this. And just kind of, the cheeks will puff out a little bit more. Let's see. Have more of a natural frown. Gonna go to here. Let's see. It's gonna be really sad. My bird's on my mic. There you go. I'm gonna do L. I'm gonna go H because I want to affect a lot, but I don't want to affect the eyes. For example, let's see. See how I can kind of just do this? So it's like all sad all over. So let me do it right here. See how this would look like. And let's see, kind of do the rest of it. Okay. Duh. Make sure you have this selected, then do it. I want the whole thing to be kind of like influenced, if that makes sense. So I just go back to that. Now I'm going to do Alt H, so it hides it. So now you kind of get this sad look, as you can see. If you want to be more, you can just do more. Click on this. There you go. So the whole thing is just kind of sad, frowny face. Yeah, it just depends on what you want. So now we have sad. We do another one. Do plus. Let's do X right here. We're going to do joy. And joy is this one. Oh, the one we made, sad one. So just go to click when it blinks. See? Well, it looks okay for me. Just, depends on what you want. Right? So it's going to be joy. It's going to be happy. Let's see. It's up to you if you want to blink when it's happy. I guess I can have it when it blinks when it's happy. I'm going to use natural blink for that. So for this, I'm just going to... No, there's a lot of things. You can even go right here. I'm going to mix some. For example, I'm going to go blink. And I'm going to go dub a little bit. See, is it teeth that smiles? It's a little bit of an open smile. So let's see. It's going to be the teeth. And this of a mixture. Let's see you go in and out of teeth. See that? And I'm going to click right here and new shape from mix. Then click right here and now we do this. Now I'm going to go back into it and just do a smile. See that? Not bad. That's a smile. Just depends on how you want it to be shaped. You can even do, the cat shape if you want to. For me, that's not too bad. And select here and here. Let's see, I'm going to just hide the I, L, H, and go right here and select this. Just so you can select more if you want to. For example, you can just go a little higher if you want to. Like that-ish. See how it kind of does this whoosh look? Like it's a little happier. And then let's go back to this. Then, yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks a lot better. Let's see. Make your cheeks puffy if you want to. Cheeks puffier looks kind of good. Ah, dang it. The hair starts to go through. See that? Just depends. I think I like puff your cheeks. Then go back out. And now it does this. Remember, whatever you do is characters going to re-blink again. So it's going to go like this. A lot of characters do that. All right, just keep that in mind. You can pea into cows come home, make it sort of intertwine. I'm not going to do that. A lot of models just do that. Just, Okay, I'm going to exit that one and name this one Joy. And just, for example, see how it's going to talk over it. Just depends on what you want. And yeah, that looks pretty good. You do X. I'm going to do a new one. And I'm going to do angry. Let's see. Joy, sad, blushing. Okay, now we have 4 expressions. So the anger one is the last one. Let's see. Go back to the anger one. It's kind of a serious face. I want it more extreme. Well, it's up to you. Let's see. For example, remember we have to click this one on. Whoa, this one looks kind of creepy like that. See that? So you can have it any way you want. Ooh, creepy. I think I like that one. Mischievous angry. Let's see. See that? Let's see. Do it from more of an angle so that's more naturally. Yeah. Then you do Control, no, Alt H to unhide it. And yeah, you could even do this, for example, and do the eyes bigger if you want to. You can do a little bit bigger and select this off, and you could do it more wider or like more fox-like if you want to, as you can see. Oh, so you can have it do that. Sometimes the character does that, it gets smaller. You know, to make it a little smaller. And we exit. Now, let me click this so it just does the wireframe off. See that? And remember, when it blinks, it's gonna, you know, not do it correctly. You could be until cows come home. For example, I could even, okay, here's one of the best ways to do it. I'm gonna go into scope mode and see how these are still activated. I'm gonna select this, then select one of the blinks, then do this, make sure you have anger selected, and this will make them intertwined correctly. All right, I have the grab one on. I'm gonna click these, and basically it's up to you if you want to do that. Let's see. See that, for example? See how it matches more? It's up to you if you want to come out if the cows come home. But as you can see that would normally close, but then anger and that, yeah, the blend's better. And for example, you can even do dubbing. Yeah, see? All right, and that looks like that's about it. So now we have 4 expressions. Remember, you can add as much as you want, but for VTubing, it's only gonna allow 4. Now, unless you add more, that's another hassle. It's gonna add blinking, left or right, and for dubbing, we can use a special add-on, the Cats plugin, so don't worry about that. That's gonna blend it seamlessly with VRChat. All right, and that looks like all the expressions. I'm gonna go through them real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Each one. Yeah, I like it. All right, that's all. Let's see, show bones. So I'm gonna hide this. Just select this in this layer. And yeah, we're good. All right, thanks for awesome watching. Remember, if you guys need any help, leave a comment down below. I love helping. And if you guys have any, if you guys are struggling with anything specific, just let me know. I want to help you make awesome characters like this or other ones. And you can make the ones I make because I usually use the same methods. All right, see you next time. Next time is going to be UV unwrapping.